Let's talk about healing. And caveat that I am not a therapist, this is going to get a little bit woo. But it has always rubbed me the wrong way that when we talk about healing, it seems like we are struggling to get to some sort of normal, some sort of baseline that apparently everyone is supposed to share, rather than acknowledging that A, some wounds don't heal completely, they change you, and that's okay. There are no baselines or standards for humans to which we should be achieving, right? We should only be looking at things in terms of our own experience. And any of the standards to which we should be achieving were designed by people who do not have our best interest at heart. I like to think of things in terms of integration rather than of healing, ways to integrate experiences that we've had that were painful or detrimental and integrate the knowledge from them into our lives in a way that helps us going forward. Understanding that sometimes that pain still remains and over time it will get lesser and lesser, but it doesn't like go away. It's not like we are unchanged by certain experiences. There's a little bit of like ableism and a touch of like that new agey sort of supremacist pipeline situation in which it's like, we have to take all of our past hurts and somehow, broom them out until we're all clean on the inside, rather than understanding that like, no, this is part of what makes us unique. This is part of what makes us who we are. And we just don't want the pain to linger in a way that makes us unable to live our lives or as if it was just yesterday. But also, some of us experience pain that way, and that's okay too. Like, healing in the physical body doesn't mean all better, right? Sometimes it means a scar that itches every time it rains, or every time you hear a certain sound, you get a little twinge. And to me, it is important to understand that those things don't make you broken or a bad person. It's just part of you. All of it's just part of you. To me, that is what integrating the shadow is about. It's understanding that also, in some ways, these pains that we have, these wounds, are sources of strength. And more importantly, and less of like putting a value on it, it's just a way of looking at the world that we have that other people don't have that can be useful. And also, besides it being useful, it just makes us special. There's a reason that we seek affinity based on experience. There's a reason that some groups form. And it's because some people have experienced certain things and understand the world in a way that people who have not experienced that can't completely. I do think we can use empathy to understand lots of things that we don't experience personally, and we should. Again, I am not suggesting we don't need to do deep work, wrestle with, grapple with, understand, and try to make ourselves feel less raw about the things that have happened to us in the past. But the idea of healing it doesn't feel right to me. Because again, healing a wound in the physical body doesn't mean it goes away. It just means it's no longer acute. But it will always be part of you, and that's okay. That's better than okay. That is what makes you the person that you are. This message brought to you by the asteroid Chiron. If you know, you know.